I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. Today I'm talking about the Samurai Code. I used to watch this show called Samurai Jack when I was growing up. I don't know if you guys remember that. I used to watch it with my father actually, and it was such an exciting show, for me, because I saw this samurai, time traveling through dimensions, and it just excited me, man. It just excited me growing up. I just wanted to be Samurai Jack. Samurai, gachai wachai hara-ha, wacha, right? We all remember that theme song. Like, it was amazing, okay? Now, quite recently, studying the flow state, I looked into Bushido Code, okay? This is the Samurai Code, and it has a lot of ethics, and I really respect it. Not towards the level of, hara-kiri and seppuku and, however, just the fact that it holds a lot of tenets that are very, very powerful and respectful. And I believe that, secret societies like the Freemasons, or just groups of people who start a clubhouse, or like a tribe that wants to get together to share information, if they had a similar code, it would just help their tribe to thrive, right? It would just help their gathering or collective or conglomerate to just be able to step in and do the things that it needs to do, because there won't be any backstabbing, any unethical practices, dishonorable things there. Because if we look at these virtues that they hold, they're quite similar to other virtues, like for instance, like courage, right, being one of them, and stoicism. The Bushido Code comes from the time of Confucianism, I believe. Now, I don't know too much about it. I had to do a little bit of research into it. I believe it's also influenced a lot by Shinto and Zen Buddhism. The Bushi is the soldier. It is the person who is the samurai, the one that wields the sword. The samurai, the word itself, means to serve. Right, so usually they serve an emperor, but however, there are samurais that are rebel samurais, also called ronin, okay, who go against that particular classification. They live by this understanding that the task comes first. They're very committed to their task. And I believe that this helps them stay in the flow, right? Because if you're super committed to your goal, to your end result, to your outcome, you're going to stay in flow. That's one of those flow preconditions, right? Flow triggers, which is clear goals. So they have very clear goals, and they know that the task is everything. The task is their priority. Everything else is secondary. So the 7 virtues are a noble system of ideals around the 13th and 16th century, I believe, also known as the Kamakura period. It was basically a system of self-improvement. And it was there to defend the people of Japan. It talks of your ego, or the composite of your past, being put down so that you can do the tasks that you need to do. Alright, so let's get into the 7 virtues. The first virtue is called gi. Gi means integrity. Okay, integrity. Integra also is in the word integrated, right? So it means you're acting in alignment with who you are. You say who you are, who are you being when nobody's watching? That's the true measure of your character. There's also a sense of seriousness or gravitas associated with this integrity. It's not like playful integrity. It's very on code, right? Basically, it's talking about honesty and morality and, connecting with the highest truth. The second is Rei, or I believe it's pronounced Rai. This is respect, okay? Respect. You gotta have respect for yourself, and you gotta have respect for others, okay? Self-respect reflects into other respect. It also means don't be cruel, and don't, just go with your passions. Just learn to subdue your passions and your desires to be able to focus on the bigger picture of things. The third is you, okay? You means heroic courage. Again, this is similar to stoicism, one of the virtues. This is about not hiding. This is about being fearless in your undertaking. Even if the thing is risky, you're putting it all on the line. You're putting skin in the game. You're creating a leverage. You say who you are, and if you see something wrong going on, you call it out. You call it out for what it is. You don't look away, and you don't go against what you stand for in terms of your values. And you put your faith in the Almighty, the Tao, the Absolute. This is about no finger pointing, no blaming anybody else for your actions. It's about responsibility. And this marks your overall character as an honorable character. The next one is Jin, or compassion. Compassion is a very interesting virtue. It's really about assisting your friends. It's really about using your powers for good instead of evil. And when you have a compassionate heart, you're connected to it. However, you're not attached to it, right? So this is, of course, my interpretation, but I believe what they mean by compassion is a sense of benevolence, right? It's like a sense of love, like a deep-seated love energy that they know is connected to the task, to the situation, to the wellness of Japan at the time, right? And so it creates this level of, as the Thai call it, grengjai, this level of politeness or respect. The sixth virtue is Makoto, which is sincerity. Sincerity is about keeping promises. It's about not being self-interested. It's about accountability. It's about knowing that no one is above you or below you. It's the fact that you treat the CEO like you treat the janitor, right? It's about being sincere and honest. Like, if I was young, I don't want a serious relationship. I would want a sincere relationship. Now, there's a big difference, right? One is like, oh man, it's got to be this very specific way. One is very honest, sincere, upfront, truthful. So I think sincerity is a really good one. The Makoto that you carry with yourself is like this sense of, there's a sense of lightness to it, but then also a sense of fairness and equality to it. Then we have Chu, or loyalty, okay? This is about living on your dharma, living towards your duty. When you show up for your path or your duty, also called shugi, then you really step into that line of insight, right? It's like creating this internal specification for yourself where you're being loyal to the people around you, but also it's about self-loyalty, right? It's like you're trusting in yourself, you're being loyal to yourself, you're not cheating yourself. Right? You're not like going for cheat meals and things like that, because you know that, okay, this is my mission, this is what I have, this is what I'm going to do. And right, and so you hold a standard of loyalty, as my mentor says, loyalty is royalty, in a sense. You want to really establish that sovereignty within. So yeah, this is about being responsible for your consequences. This is about having a high level of morals and ethics. I also love the different states of mind associated with Bushido. Shoshin, which is beginner's mind. Zanshin, which is like an alertness or this ability to be very aware. Mushin, obviously, as you know, that is very synonymous to the flow state. It means clear mind or empty mind or mind of no mind. And finally, we have Fudoshin. Fudoshin is almost like a homeostasis. It's like an emotional balance. Okay? So, with all these states of mind, you realize that the states of mind are powerful. And to be a samurai, you need to tap into these states of mind to really be able to follow these codes, right? You can't just follow these codes without keeping these states of mind alive. So, I think I wanted to reiterate the fact that, having these states of mind will really help your virtues and values. And it'll make you a very ethical and honorable character so you can show up with integrity, so you can show up with courage, so you can show up with loyalty, okay? You can show up with all of these different factors to be a sincere human being, and as you step in, nobody can, take away your formidable foundation as a character. So, slice your day, have an amazing day, may the flow be with you, and stay legendary. See you next time. Boom.